Hello to all my crafting friends. This is Darlene from Scrappin', Stampin', and Inkin' by Dardee. And this evening I'm very happy to share with you a walkthrough of my Little Women Folio Mini Album. Again, I was inspired by Miss Tamara of Country Craft Creations when she did her folio tutorial on Little Women. After watching that, I went into my stash and pulled out this collection. I must have had it in my stash for, I bet you, almost a year or more. But I took it out and I decided I was going to make this folio mini album. I'm glad I did. I'm very pleased, with the way that it turned out. The album measures 6 by 8 and has a 1.5-inch spine. The cardstock that I chose to cover my album with was the brown artisan cardstock from Country Craft Creation. The blue, being that I always double mount my pages, I have to have that second color in here. But anyway, I ended up using a blue that I had in my stash, and it was all right. The color matched fine. I had the denim blue artisan cardstock up against this blue for my stash and chose the latter. I did use a lacy edge punch on it, and the artisan cardstock would have been better. But right now, that's neither here nor there, and you live and learn. But anyway, the front closure on this is a gatefold. In making this folio album, I did have the 8x8 paper pad. I used all but 3 or 4 sheets of that. I also had the patterns and solids. I used quite a few sheets of that. Almost all the ephemera cards. 1 piece of the chipboard. A couple of the tags and pockets. And I'll have enough left over that I can make another album. So I'm pleased. The closure on this, like I said, is a gatefold. So I do have it glued on one side and magnetized on the other. I went and attached this cream colored ruffled lace that I had in my stash around here. That sort of reminded me of maybe what they would have used back in the day. The sides here, I used the ruffled cream-colored lace also, and I chose the pink, blue, and orange roses, which I really thought looked very nice with this, and my little flower decoration here with the mini roses and little things I thought matched the paper very well, so I was very pleased with that. Okay, let's go through the walkthrough. As you open up this gatefold, you can hear that magnetized and very strong. Okay, so on this side, I chose to use 3 of the small ephemera cards, and journaling or photos can be placed on the back sides. Okay. Then I have my waterfall, and I have 2, 4, 6, 8. So 17 photos can be placed on this. I did not back them because my album was already getting too thick. So I thought by time I backed this, and they had photos on either the front or the backs. The cards were really from the ephemera pack, so I myself wouldn't cover those up. They're too pretty. I would just put the photos on the back, but whoever gets the album, it's theirs. They do what they want. I have 5 pullouts from beginning to end through this album out of the pocket pages that I made, and they are both matted on the front and the back, and they do slide in easy if you get them at the right angle. This is what I was talking about from the blue that I had in my stash and Tamara's Artisan cardstock. This does not have the weight that the Artisan cardstock has. So this needs to have care taken when pulling it out or putting it in. This page I left plain. I thought this was a very attractive page with this women on there. I have a half pocket with a pull out here, and one of my favorite tags. I was very fortunate and able to get the dies for these tags, and I absolutely love them. I can't tell you enough about them. They just make the tags come alive. What can I say? Picture or journaling. A photo can go in here, and like I said, here and here, front and back. A photo can be placed here and many here. Again, a pull out. And I tried to keep my colors blended. I do like that effect. And I have that on the back. Those two, I believe, were from the Patterns and Solids. This I left plain for photos. Again, another half pocket here with a pull out for photos. So really 1, 2, 3, 4 photos can be placed on there. Photos here, and this pull out, and you see they do slide in very easily, but I just caution you have to be very careful with that lace punch, with that paperweight. I should know better, but I like the color match. The little ephemera pack cards, I chose to make a book out of. So 2 photos can be placed here, 1 here, 2 there, and 3. Total of 3 photos on that, and that is magnetized. I have a pocket that I made on this back page, and just put an ephemera card on that, and I have that layered on several pieces of cardstock. One of these ephemera cards I thought for journaling would be good, and a photo on the back, and a photo can be placed here. And a smaller photo would look very nice placed here if they wanted to cover that up, because the little women are over here. This back page, I have a belly band, and I chose to make a booklet. So 3 4x6 photos can go there, and also 1 there. Okay, so this closes down this way. I call this a folio mini album because this is a spine for 1 pocket page. These here are just attached the way Tamara had shown us, and here I thought, I'm going to try that. I like that. So that's why I call it a folio mini album. Now back here I have just chosen to put one of the larger ephemera cards, so a lot of journaling can go on here. Here I just made two little half pockets there with these fabulous tags in, and did use Tamara's seam binding, which is wonderful because we can get any color to match what we're working with. Love those dies. Okay, so let's close it and get on to the back. So closing this, this comes over, then this, then this. And you can hear that. Okay. On the back, as I had mentioned before, I always seem to add pockets to the back of my albums. I like it. It gives you another storage space, and it just seems like, to me, it's such a waste if you don't use it. So I always do. That's what I like. That's what I do. In there, I have several ephemera cards, which I'm thinking, now that I have the paper left, I'm going to make maybe 2 more booklets to put in there. Only because of the waterfall. I certainly wouldn't put all those photos on there because the book just would get too thick. And a photo on the back of this, journaling on this, and this whole card here would be journaling. I used this braid ribbon lace here, and this little light blue that matched the blue, and again some crocheted cream colored lace there. Well, I hope you enjoyed my walkthrough. I again want to thank Tamara for making me, without her knowing it, get this paper pad out of my stash and use it. And I'm very thankful. I don't like to miss any of the tutorials because as a crafter, I think we can learn from everyone. And it's fun. I love seeing what other crafters do, and I never mind if someone copies anything. After I do have to say that when I do watch tutorials, I can never copy them. There's something in there that I have to change, or I just don't feel right about it. And that's okay. That's being a crafter. That's what we do. And so, like I said, that's okay. And I would like to thank each of you for letting me take the time to share this walkthrough with you. I would appreciate it if you do care about my albums or like them, that if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, if you would please do that. Also, if you would like to leave a comment or a question, I do get back to them as quickly as I can. Again, I want to thank you, and I've enjoyed this, and I hope you did too. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.